Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to explore a powerful and transformative journey, one that leads us to master our anger and embrace a life of tranquility and inner peace. Guided by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, we will uncover the secrets to controlling our emotions and finding serenity in even the most turbulent times. Anger is a natural human emotion. It can be a response to injustice, frustration, or perceived threats. But too often, anger becomes a destructive force, consuming our thoughts, distorting our judgments, and harming our relationships. The Stoics teach us that while we cannot always control the events that provoke our anger, we can control our reactions to them. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" These words remind us that unchecked anger often leads to regret, hurt, and lasting damage. By mastering our anger, we protect ourselves and those around us from its destructive effects. Stoicism offers us practical tools to manage and transform our anger. One of the most powerful techniques is the practice of mindfulness and self-awareness. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, advised, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." When we feel anger rising within us, we must pause, take a deep breath, and allow ourselves time to reflect. This simple act of delaying our response can prevent us from saying or doing things we might later regret. To master our anger, we must also understand its root causes. Often, our anger stems from unmet expectations or perceived injustices. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-Stoic teacher, teaches us that it is not external events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. By examining our beliefs and expectations, we can reframe our perspective and reduce the intensity of our anger. The Stoics encourage us to cultivate empathy and compassion. When we feel anger towards someone, we should strive to understand their point of view, to see the situation through their eyes. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? By recognizing our own imperfections and extending compassion to others, we can soften our anger and respond with kindness. Another powerful Stoic practice is the premeditatio malorum, imagining the worst-case scenarios and preparing ourselves mentally. By anticipating potential sources of anger, we can equip ourselves with strategies to remain calm and composed. This proactive approach empowers us to handle provocations with grace and resilience. Let us also embrace the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control. We cannot control other people's actions or the external events that trigger our anger, but we can control our responses. By shifting our focus inward and taking responsibility for our emotions, we reclaim our power and cultivate inner peace. As we master our anger, let us also seek to transform it into positive action. Anger can be a powerful motivator for change when channeled constructively. Rather than allowing anger to consume us, we can use it as a catalyst to address injustices, to stand up for what is right, and to make a positive impact in the world. So let us step forward with the wisdom of the Stoics, knowing that we have the power to master our anger and embrace a life of tranquility. Let us practice mindfulness, cultivate empathy, and focus on what we can control. Let us transform our anger into a force for good, finding peace within ourselves and spreading it to those around us. Today we choose to conquer our anger and embrace serenity. Today we choose to live as Stoics, calm, resilient, and compassionate in the face of life's challenges. Thank you.